Hey everyone, I am Angelo and today I'm going to teach you how to use a Jumprope. So before we get started, let us first know the different types of Jumprope you can use. First is this one. This is a PVC rope from Jump Manila. I personally use this and would recommend to beginners. Secondly is this speed rope or CrossFit ropes. I do not prefer this type of rope because mahirap mag-tricks gamit yung rope na to. So, naalala ko nung nagsisimula pa lang ako sa fitness journey ko, nag-jumper po, I use that rope and hindi maganda ang nangyari. Nalatayan na akong napakarami kasi hindi nga siya for tricks. So, the other type of ropes naman are beaded ropes, you can buy and weighted ropes. So, before we get started to the jumping part, this is very important. You need to first fix the length of your rope. I recommend for beginners that your rope should, the handlebars, the length of your rope should go under the chest area. Kapag inapakan nyo siya ng ganito, dapat yung handlebars nyo below the chest area. So, first, normally kapag bumili ka ng rope, they are 10 meters long. So, kailangan siya i-adjust. You can either cut the ends, trim it down until the preferred length. I recommend, I personally use this, doing 8 knot, like this. Pinatali ko lang siya yung pero hindi kung saan-saan. Dapat 4 to 5 inches from the handlebars mo ka magagawa ng knot. So, ganito lang. I-twist lang natin siya. And then, yung handlebars na natin, ipapasok. Make it as straight as possible. There you go. Now that we are done resizing the rope, we can now move on to the next part.
Now, let us learn the proper posture in using a jump rope. One of the beginner mistakes is that they tend to look down at their feet as they skip. This leads the shoulders to round forward, resulting to a bad posture. Instead of looking down, make sure that your chin is up, look straight, and maintain that position as you skip. This will help on achieving that straight back posture. Another mistake for beginners is that their arms are spread too wide. As you can see, I am struggling on getting over the rope because the wider our arms apart, the shorter our ropes become and we are most likely to trip over them. So to fix that, you can bring your elbows close to your body and relax your arms. By doing this, the size of the rope will not shorten and you will less likely to trip over it. Another important thing to consider is the wrist movement. When you are using a jump rope, do not be stiff with your wrist because if your wrists are steady, the rope rotation will not be smooth and at the same time, your shoulders will compensate for the movement. To correct that, you should allow your wrist to rotate freely. This will help on getting a smooth rope rotation and remove the stress from your shoulders. When you are jumping, you should keep your core engaged at all times. Make sure that your knees are slightly bent and land on the balls of your feet. Doing this will help you to have more stable torso, reduce the risk of injuries, and help you become more responsive. Avoid jumping too high, because jumping too high expends your energy inefficiently, and at the same time, it increases the risk of injury. Make sure that you only jump at least 1 to 2 inches above the ground, and you want to keep your toes pointed down slightly on every jump. Now let us move on to the drills that you can do to improve your jump rope skills. First is skipping without jumping over the rope. So basically, you are just skipping with the rope on the side so that you can find your rhythm. Next is jumping over the rope one at a time. So you are just jumping over and over until you get the hang of it. Now that you are done learning the basics, I suggest you do 50 to 100 skips a day. By doing this, you are building a habit that is both enjoyable and health beneficial. When you are practicing, remember that it is normal to trip in the beginning. You don't need to be perfect. The important part here is not the perfection, but the progress you make every step of the way. And that's it for today's tutorial. I hope that you've learned a lot. Thank you for watching the video and see you next time.